Happy birthday, Evo. Happy 5th anniversary evolution. They said we couldn't do it. 3 months, look where we are today. Let's just blow up that chat box and reach each shout out. Happy birthday to each and every one of us. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited that I have an opportunity to bring up this amazing individual. And I can tell you that if you don't know him, you will get to know him. And celebrating our 5-year in evolution travel and Archer travel allow me to get the opportunity to not just meet this amazing man, but also build a business relationship and a partnership. And when I think about this individual that I'm getting ready to bring up, we actually started having conversation back in 2017. And in 2017, Archer Travel only had, let me say this again, 14 bookings with Sandals. 2018, we pulled it together and started really working really closely, really hard, coming up with, a plan of attack on how we can get all of our business partners Sandals certified. So 2018, we did 16, 2019, let's just put it in the chat box, we did over 69 bookings. But even better during COVID, family, 54. Total of 54 bookings during COVID. So when I look at where we were in 2017 and where we are in 2020 and look to see what we're going to do for 2021, I like to bring up Richard Sandoval, our corporate BDM for Sandals. This man have not just poured into myself, but tons of other business partners and his BDMs across the footprint to ensure that they are continuing and being accessible for us, working with us in 2021 and marketing plans. And also there's a ton of you that's probably right now on fam trips and been on fam trips since October of last year and looking to do fam trips coming up soon. I like to bring up my friend, the amazing man that allowed us to continue to strive to success with Evo, Richard Sandoval out of Fraser, California. Richard, are you there? I see your hand.
I am definitely here. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing this evening? I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Gosh, Patrice hit the nail on the head. Thank you so much for such an amazing introduction. But let's, truth be told, none of this could have happened without the help of many individuals there at Archer Travel Group. Patrice Vance being, the #1 supporter in Sandals and really helping me find who to get in touch with. Those I know she's not around anymore, but Jill Langley was a huge part in the success of Archer as well. And then individual advisors like Karen Higgins, Gina DeMasi, all of them with their group efforts, really trying to bring Sandals to Archer Travel Group and Evolution Travel. So, with the help of those individuals, again, you guys have really strove and done more than what I could possibly imagine selling Sandals and Beaches Resorts. So as Patrice said, we are very, very close to hitting 200 travel bookings for 2021, which again, that is huge from when I very first started looking at the numbers and seeing 14 with an agency that has well over 2,000 advisors. And I think now there's over 5,000 of you. But I just remember looking at this account, and it was probably within my first week or two, just looking at Archer Travel Group and saying, and actually, a quick short story. My first time to Archer Travel Group, the head office I actually went with a trainer of mine. It was my first or second week actually in the field, and I went with the trainer of mine named Cynthia Brousseau. And we kind of just talked back in the car after I got it back inside my car. And I told her, I was like, this account I know has so much potential. I just need to figure out who to talk to and find out really who are going to be the heavy hitters. And once I just dug my claws in, once I met Patrice, once I met Jill, even Ron Archer at the time of, I mean, now we're at where we want to be. And still, I mean, we're not even done. I think Archer Travel Group could at least have 1,000 bookings a year. Okay, so that's my personal goal for this agency, is to have 1,000 bookings a year with an agency that has over 5,000 advisors. Come on, 1 out of every 5 advisors could sell 1 booking. And I know there's advisors out there that are selling, 40 a year already with us. So again, we got so much potential. What I'm going to be doing today is I just sent my email address in the group chat. So if everyone can, after the call, if everyone could please send me an email with your name, phone number, and which city and state that you're located in, because I'm really trying to figure out who all is with Archer Travel Group, where you're located at, so then I can put you in touch with even your local BDM. Because yes, I'm the corporate Archer Travel Group at BDM, but if I'm able to, not in the group chat, send me the email, but if I'm able to put you in touch with your BDM that's closest to you, when COVID is over and we're able to do all these bridal shows and all these marketing events, those are going to be the people that are going to be right behind you every step of the way. So again, I put my email address in the chat. You'll have my email address at the very end of this. Email me after we're done, so that way we can concentrate everything down here, okay? So again, I'm going to now share my screen and we are going to get started. I know there's people here that are well familiar with Sandals, so you may hear the information all over again. I know there's people here that are brand new that may have started less than a month ago. Don't worry, I'm here for everybody, and let me go ahead and begin my presentation. Okay, so I put this all the way down. So I'm not going to see anything in the chat box. So if one of the advisors, either Patrice or I think there's someone else that's moderating, if there's any questions as I'm going, write them down, keep them ahead of time. So that way, towards the end, I could go ahead and answer all the questions so I don't get distracted while I'm in the middle of the presentation, okay? Also, any questions, again, hold them to the end. Once we're in the very end of everything, write down in the chat box. We'll have plenty of time, okay? So that's me. My name is Richard Sandoval. I am the business development manager for Central California. Yes, that means I'm the corporate BDM for Archer Travel Group / Evolution Travel. I have now been doing this for about 3.5 years. I've been in the travel industry for about 7 years now. And let me tell you, it has never been a better experience ever in my life than joining the travel industry. And now, like I said, I'm almost 7 years in. So I have a lot of knowledge to share. I've been a travel advisor beforehand. So that means I have knowledge from both ends of the trade, of the coin. So no worries. Ask me just about anything. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. What does it take to be the world's best all-inclusive luxury brand in the Caribbean, right? Well, let me tell you, especially during now when it comes to COVID and everything that has been happening. with everything that's been going on with COVID, we need to be able to send places where our clients and the travel advisors alike are going to be able to sell with confidence. Well, right now, Sandals has come out with our Platinum Protocols of Cleanliness, where there's 18 different touch points across 3 different categories. And we are here to make sure that your clients are going to be able to have a safe and reliable place to be able to travel to. Okay. So again, what makes us the world's best all-inclusive resort, right? Well, believe it or not, we are actually the world's only all-inclusive super brand. Well, Richard, what is a super brand? Okay, I'm sure many of you know of Nike. Many of you heard of Coca-Cola. Well, again, those are brands that are super brands. They are very well recognized. In fact, when it comes to North American consumers, Sandals Resorts has an 84% brand recognition. We've done that on purpose because this way, now, 8 out of every 10 people will have heard of the Sandals or Beaches brand. It just makes it easier to sell. So guess what? We now have 18 resorts across 7 different islands throughout Jamaica, Antigua, St. Lucia, the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Grenada, and Barbados. But for those that haven't heard yet, believe it or not, we actually have another 2 resorts that we've announced the location and where they're going to be, but we don't have an opening date for. Well, one is Sandals in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The second is Sandals in Curacao. So again, we have 2 more locations that we're gonna have sandals on. So new things on the rise, right? So Sandals Resorts, believe it or not, has an 40% return guest rate. When we're talking about travel brands and all inclusiveness and where our guests like to travel, with only having 18 resorts, having a 40% return guest rate is huge. But again, that's what helps makes us a super brand. We have the industry leading staff to room ratio. So we actually have 4 staff members for every 1 room located at a given resort. And some resorts actually have a